The Ocean Mother has blessed me with your presence once again, it seems, my beautiful little gem. On such a calm day, the waves are almost still enough that I can make out each individual freckle on your stunning face. I cannot tell you how many times I have set out seeking to count them, only to fail as you turn away to tend to your net. How it pains me whenever your face is hidden from view by this odd contraption you ride upon. Who am I? There's no need to sound so panicked, little one. I am not here to cause you any sort of harm. Though I suppose it can be quite startling to have a deep, rumbling voice call out to you in the middle of oceans so still and so uncharted. Yet here you are, with discovery in your heart and adventure foaming all around you. I am, however, getting off track. Allow me to give you a name at the very least. You may call me Arabella. It is a blessed day to be able to make your acquaintance. Will you tell me your name, beautiful treasure? Or shall I simply refer to you as a divine doll, drifted out to sea that I dream of someday having and holding as if she were my own little precious? Such an angelic name. It suits you far better than any silly little pet name I could have come up with. Though forgive me if I still indulge my playful side and possessively call you a dolly or my own little two-legged princess from time to time. Though I shall hold your name in my heart from this day forward, or rather my hearts, plural. Such a fiery little seashell you are, my dear. Though I suppose you are correct. I did not tell you exactly who I am. As to where exactly I am, well, it would not be a lie to tell you that I am in fact all around you. You and this strange little plastic thing I have seen you in so many times. Oh, so you are saying I'm trying to deceive you? Well, little princess of the dry land, if you would be so kind to hold on to something. Oh, so you are a little more inclined to believe me now? I am so glad you seem much more open to my way of thinking. Though I would not be truthful if I said that seeing you rock in that tiny little plastic shell did not amuse me. Splashing water on such a mythically beautiful creature such as yourself puts a grin on my lips the size of the full moon. Aw, do not worry, little one. If you had fallen in, I would have simply stolen you away and cuddled you close forevermore. You do so make my protective instincts want to reach out and snatch you away from this awful world of disgustingly dry and cracked land. I am what you mammals might refer to as an abyssal sea creature. I have been called many other things in my time. Eldritch, ancient, prehistoric, goddess, deity. Such titles come and go as different eras pass me by. But I have never found myself that bothered by your kind in the millennia I have roamed the ocean blue. Until you came along. You might have figured it out, but I am quite fond of you, little morsel. Your radiance eclipses that of Aphrodite herself, and how you haven't been smitten by a rouge goddess out of sheer jealousy or kidnapped by hundreds of land-loving monsters is beyond my understanding. So I have been content to watch you for the last 50 or so of your trips into my domain. I have watched as you courageously battled storms and triumphantly returned with mountains of fish. I must, however, admit to once or twice eating all of the fish in the surrounding waters, in order to see that delightful little pout of yours, and the way your shoulders slump so adorably in defeat. Your surprised expression is so endearing. It makes me feel all giddy inside. Tell me, my little fallen star, are you curious about how I might look? I can sense it in your body, see it in your eyes. a clawing sense of overwhelming curiosity that bubbles just below the surface. I know how you look. It seems unfair that I might hide beneath the waves, I do so love how you want to embrace the strange and not run from it. If I were a land-dwelling giant of sorts, I would have taken you years ago, cared for you and wed you within the week. But unfortunately, there exists a foamy and briny barrier between our souls. Though it has been the most fun I have had since dinosaurs roamed interacting with you in this capacity, and I do not intend to let it end so soon. Let us talk some more. I wish to learn more about you. It is amusing that if we were stood next to each other, you would fit snug into the center of my flipper at least 5 times over. Yet talking like this, apart from the apparent reverb in my voice compared to the precious fragility of yours, we are almost the same size if you think about it. Though I do dream of one day plucking you from this silly little plastic thing and making you my tiny queen of the ocean. Or perhaps invading the human world and stealing you away in a dramatic display of my affection, like those odd little monster stories I have seen you enjoy so much on that strange little picture box in the cupboard to your left. Oh yes, I see how much you whoop and cheer at those little picture shows. It is sweet to see how much you are taken by such stories. Makes a creature like myself seem far less imposing, I suppose. Though I can tell you without hesitation, my guileless sweetheart, that I am far bigger than that nuclear lizard or that daft ape who seems obsessed with that screaming blonde lady. Though I guess our relationship is not so dissimilar. Would you prefer it if I made a lot more noise, rather than my usual calm demeanor? Would you prefer it if I stomped around more like a heathen, or climbed buildings for fun? Are you a little taken aback by how much I seem to know about you? To be honest, I disappoint myself that I have not managed to learn more about you. Though you are quite mysterious, which propels me to want to dig and dig some more. I suppose for a fishing connoisseur like yourself, having me on tender hooks is where you excel. You can't see my teeth at the moment, but I assure you I'm grinning to myself because of that little play on words. And I can see you hiding a tiny grin by biting those pale lips of yours. I suppose that's the question, really. Just what do I hope to achieve by finally making my presence known? I guess trying to make an impression was rather near the top of my list. And I seem to have succeeded in that regard quite well, even if I do say so myself. I'm quite partial to a little bit of showing off after all. But apart from that, I wanted to see what you would do when faced with the truth. I wanted to know what the mysterious female, too attractive for the world she exists upon, but unable to be memorialized in immortality, would do when an abyssal sea empress started to playfully stake a claim on her. Would she run? Would she stay transfixed? Would she dive into the deep blue, wanting to see the features of this creature claiming to love her so? So, little fish who has stolen my heart, what say you?